It's Black Rain and I'm back with you guys with another video. So today's topic is going to be something anime related again. We're going to be doing My Hero Academia this time, and today I want to discuss my top 5 favorite My Hero Academia characters. Now, if you guys don't know, My Hero Academia is basically an anime that takes place at this high school to where you go to train your powers, or quirks, what they call them in the anime. You guys know I don't really know like if the new season is out yet, because I know that they stopped at season 7 in the anime, I believe, but I don't really read the manga for it. I just know that they stopped at season 7 where Deku was about to play Shigaraki. Spoilers. But before I get into this video, guys, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on your post notifications, and let's get into the video. Now, Class 1A has a lot of heroes, but I'm also going to be labeling villains as well, and I might just add some from Class 1B. I might not, because we don't see them as much. But for my top 5 My Hero Academia characters, coming in at number 5, I'm gonna give this spot to Lemillion. Now, Lemillion used to be in my top 3. The only reason he got broken down to 5 is because later on down the line they took his quirk away, and then when he got his quirk back, he became not a non-factor, but not as important as he was prior. So that's why he's at number 5 right now. Lemillion's quirk is very unique. If you guys see this quirk, you know what the quirk is, but Lemillion, I like his attitude, I like his positivity. I do like the fact that he kind of looks like All Might in his prime. I really thought it was weird how they based his design off All Might, because they mentioned when he first got introduced that All Might considered him first besides Deku, which is kind of crazy, because Lemillion got All for One, boy, he would have been cracked. At number 4, I'm going to give this spot to Endeavor. I'm going to give this spot to Endeavor because over time, Endeavor, at first, I was not a fan. This man was abusive. This man was, you know what I'm saying, doing wild things to his spouse, but I'm not going to get into that. But he kind of won me over with his redemption arc, because if you guys don't know, Endeavor to me was portrayed as a villain in the beginning, because this man was beating Todoroki, he was beating his wife, he was beating all his kids. Like, I'm like, dude, at this point, people like that, I don't have any respect for it. But he's been on this redemption arc ever since, I believe, season 4 or 5, one of those, because All Might got his quirk taken away, or his quirk burned out, and then Endeavor became the number 1 hero, and ever since then he's been having this little redemption arc where he's been proving himself. So Endeavor is definitely up there as far as like power skill, because the abilities he has with his fire quirk is insane. Like the fire arrow, and when he was running up the walls, you saw it was like lava almost. I'm like, oh, how high can his fire get? And there was one point where his fire turned blue when he was fighting this Nomu at one point. I was, oh yeah. At that point, Endeavor was still in his evil ways, but I was like, dang, I can't hesitate to say this dude is wrong. Like, he's flat out wrong. So yeah, Endeavor's number 4. Coming in at number 3, I'm gonna give this spot to Dabi, which is the son of Endeavor. Now, Dabi has a very complex story, because if you guys saw the big reveal, you guys know that his real name is Toya Todoroki. So he's related to Endeavor, whose name is Inji Todoroki. Dabi is definitely a cool villain. Like, his personality kind of had a tweak once he revealed who he really was. You realize how crazy and obsessed he actually was. His original design with the black hair, the blue jacket, blue pants, black shoes, like, so cold. Like, this dude had straight up aura. Like, you couldn't tell me Dabi didn't have aura. The scars, you know, the blue flames, how he was an expertise with this quirk. Like, the advanced knowledge he had with his quirk was actually admirable, because I'm like, this dude couldn't originally use his quirk because his body wasn't compatible with his quirk. Because if you guys don't know, Dabi's mom is Rei. His mom's name is Rei Todoroki, and her quirk is ice. But the features he got from her was that his body can only contain cold temperatures, but his quirk, his physical quirk, is fire. So his body wasn't compatible with the fire quirk, and every time he used it, he burned himself, which is one of the worst things to be in. So the fact that he actually learned how to manifest his quirk, you know, with his body is actually kind of cool. So he's really sick. But once he revealed who he was and revealed how obsessed he was at getting revenge on his father, I was like, whoa, this dude's wrong. Like, his abilities is insane. But yeah, Dabi is my number 3. At number 2, I'm gonna give this spot to Katsuki Bakugo. Do I need to say anything else? It's Katsuki Bakugo. Like, a lot of deuteragonists that are in the series either have all brains or all bronze. Like, Bakugo has both power and brains. And that's a great combination to have. I didn't really like him at first because he's kind of like the bully type, and I wasn't really rocking with him. He was annoying, always screaming, but his character progression over time, similar to Endeavor, I do like his character growth and the fact that he can admit that he was like kind of an ass to Deku. But the fact that Katsuki Bakugo doesn't have the most powerful quirk, but is trying to prove that he's the best consistently and the grind he's always on, I'm all for it. That's why he's placed at my number 2. For my number 1, you guys may not agree. Well, you might, or you may not. I don't know. But my number 1, as far as my top 5 favorite characters in My Hero Academia, is Shoto Todoroki. Shoto Todoroki came on the scene with this cool, calm, like, I'm not worried about nobody type of energy. This was Mr. Aura. He gives me Zuko vibes. And if you guys don't know, Zuko is my favorite character in Avatar The Last Airbender. But this man came on the scene with his ice quirk. At first, we didn't know he had fire. He just used his ice out because he had a resentment towards his father, who was also Endeavor. So when you guys saw that he was restricting using his fire half and he was using only his ice half, this man was flat out beating competition with only half his power, only 50%. Now, when he met Deku and went against him in the festival arc, I think it was the, what they call it, the UA Sports Festival arc, he finally revealed his fire side. He finally used his fire. But I feel like over time they kind of, either they dimmed him down or they just upscaled everybody else. Because now they're like on the even playing field, him and the rest of the class. But the only thing is that he had character growth as well. Like, I love characters who have a great character growth or a great character arc. Because with Todoroki, at first, he was very standoffish, very loner type, which I was cool with. He was set on being resentful towards his father. He didn't really want to give it his all because he felt like I had to restrict my fire side, because you're not about to get the satisfaction of beating my family and me sitting here using your side, like your side of my power. I'm not going to use my fire quirk and I resent you. I'm going to use my mom's side. So the fact he actually got over that and used his fire, I love to see it. Thanks to Deku, he actually did become a full-fledged hero due to that. Hands down, great character. Love his humor, you know, it's like kind of dry humor here and there. But yeah, guys, those are my top 5 favorite characters of My Hero Academia. Let me know who your top 5 My Hero Academia characters is, and have you watched anime? Have you not? Did you read the manga? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.